Seeing Beyond Limits, Marcy's Journey to Joy.
My new hobby is buying canes. They're just so cool. My name is Marcy Wilson. I have been diagnosed with macular degeneration. My mother had it too, so I kind of knew what to expect. The vision has been deteriorating since about 2001, but I became legally blind in 2023. That's when I could no longer read. I can see a little. I have enough vision to where I don't bump into the wall yet. I've got to give Sam CV credit. He does the Blind Life on YouTube, and he made a video saying how I see. He has Stargardt's disease, which is the juvenile form of macular degeneration. And he made a video of what he sees, and it was really, really close.
Your brain tries to fill in what's missing from the central vision. And it does this by gathering information around it with the peripheral. So for example, if I'm looking at where I'm assuming the camera is, oh, there it is, yeah. There's no camera there, but my brain fills in the colors of the wall behind it.
And when I started seeing the weird lines in my vision, I went, okay, I need to get some help here. And I got on the internet and looked around. I had seen their sign on North Washington Street, which is fairly close to my house, Center for People with Disabilities, and I'd always wondered who they were. I gave them a call, and they're great. I really like CPWD. The first thing they did was help me with technology, which is using an iPhone. Without the lessons I've had on how to use that, it would just be a very expensive paperweight. It's no good at all. So I learned to use VoiceOver because I do have an Apple iPhone. A VoiceOver was very intimidating, and they know that, and they're really good about saying just take it one step at a time. They have taught me how to use audio description for movies. You can get audio description on movies. I had no idea. It's very, very helpful. They have taught me, orientation and mobility. That's huge. How to navigate life with a cane, do it safely. That was a really big deal for me. Then I went to the Taking Charge program at the Colorado Center for the Blind, which CPWD, they introduced me to the Center for the Blind. And this program, it was a week-long residential program. And I went down there and they had orientation and mobility training along with a whole bunch of other stuff. So I got more training there. And then this past June, I think I started working with Ellie Carlson through CPWD to learn more. And it's been awesome. I've learned how to cross the street, busy street with crossing signals. This one is the NFB cane that I got at the Colorado Center for the Blind. It's very lightweight and it gives you a lot of feedback. So for people who are totally blind, this is great. Gives them the right auditory feedback. This is called the metal glide tip. That's what they put on these canes. Like I said, it's really lightweight. I use this one mostly when I'm going indoors because the tip, I still haven't learned to keep it out of the cracks and you get jabbed. This is my other NFB cane that folds. When I went to the convention last summer, I wanted a folding cane because the one-piece cane gets kind of tricky in a car. I got the rolling ball so that I could feel the terrain going up and down a little bit more. Once I get more confidence with those, I can do that, but You can just feel the ground better because it rolls back and forth. This is the one I've been using most often. I'll just since I can still see the sidewalk, I'm in a good place. But when you lose your vision totally, you have to feel the sides. You can tell, you can hear it and feel it. It's different. And then you've got the dip there. All you have to do is fall off the curb once and you're like, whoa. I like to hike, so we took a hike around a lake. I learned to hike with my pole, my cane, and my hiking pole. I like to take the light rail. So we went down to Union Station and took the light rail out to Littleton. And then they said, you can find your way back. And I'm like, okay. Found my way back. They also have Creative Corner. We've done painting. We've done hat decorating. We've done finger knitting. And that's nice because you're in person with other blind people. It's the community. I've met some really good friends there. And that's a really important part of learning how to do this, is having other people where you say, I'm never going to get there. And they'll encourage you and say, yeah, I said that too 6 months ago, but now I'm doing it. So it's a big community. We're very diverse. And I have to tell you that blind people are cool. They are awesome. I've met people who are totally blind. They're raising children. They have jobs. They just do everything. They don't make a big deal out of it. This is just my life. They are cool. Nobody whines. I haven't met a whiner yet. Okay, one of the most important things I've gotten from CPWD is the support group. Once a month, we have a Zoom call or a Google Meet call, and people get together and we just talk to each other and pick a topic. And we even have a licensed therapist on the phone with us. And I've gained so much out of having this formal support group. They touch on things such as going to parties and how uncomfortable that can be, holiday times. They have touched on families that don't understand, that you can't see like you used to. Families that want to do everything for you instead of letting you do what you can do, or at least try to do. Talk about how hard it is. It is hard. But usually at the end of the call, you're feeling uplifted. That was probably the most important thing I needed at the time that I joined them, was the mental health support.
Blind friends, I have always wanted to.
We might put that in the video as an example.
It is, because this is what we've learned to do without CPWD. We formed a community. We said, how about we do this? And everybody's, people are like, yeah, I want to, or no, I don't, or whatever, Life without learning these tools is not great. I have to admit, there was a day that I woke up in the morning and I went, crap, I woke up. I didn't really want to wake up. Not that I didn't want it in my life, but waking up was like, and I haven't had that happen in a long time. But yeah, you get pretty low and it gets hard and you get scared. You get really, really scared. I tell people that going blind is like riding a really scary roller coaster naked. I have learned so many different levels of courage with the other people I've met through CPWD, because our vision challenges are all different. And you hear their story and you're like, whoa, I had it easy. You appreciate people so much more because of what they've overcome or what they're trying to overcome, or even the fact that they can have the courage to say, can't go there right now, I can't do it. And you're like, that's okay, we're here. There's a word I have added to my vocabulary, and the word is yet. I can't do that yet, but I'm going to work on it.
Have a happy life.
I am. In fact, I probably have more friends now than I did before I lost my vision.
CPWD logo